at the American Airlines Arena before the Miami Heat play the Philadelphia 76ers. We have the Miami Heat Fox Sports Sun Kids Day. Part of this great event, award-winning event actually, is kids in the community get to be broadcasters, working with the radio and TV announcers for the Miami Heat. Right now we have Daniel from Palmetto Middle School, Jordan from Miami Country Day, and Raj from Pinecrest Preparatory School. They're here today to be broadcasters. First question I have for the kids, Daniel, how did you hear about this program and how did you apply for it?
Well, I saw a commercial on it and I just thought it would be a cool experience, so I made a video and I sent it in.
What was the video like?
It was me doing some play-by-play and then an interview, and then I did like an introduction of me, like so they can know a little bit about me.
Was it really hyped up, really a lot of energy, or how was it?
Yeah, I had some energy. It was like, instead of just a play-by-play, I did the top 3 plays of the Indiana and Miami game. So then I did the top 3 plays and I sent it in.
What did you think when you got selected?
I was super happy. I was jumping around. I thought I made a pretty good video, and I wasn't expecting to get selected, but when I got selected, I was really happy. I looked forward to it this whole week.
Do you do anything like this at school?
Not really, actually.
No broadcast team or program or anything like that with school? It's just something that you...
I wish there was, though.
It's something you just want to do? Is this something maybe later on you want to do?
Yeah.
Whether you get into high school and then college and beyond? What do you like about it?
I just like, I don't know, I feel like it's fun just broadcasting and going along with the game, and I feel like interviewing is really fun, and I like asking questions, so I think it fits me well.
Did you play any ball, even younger?
Yeah, I play.
What leagues or where did you play?
I play on a team called the Mambas with a few of my friends.
Travel team?
Yeah, it's a travel team. It's, well, not yet, but we're going into travel. So, yeah.
And what do you like about playing the game of basketball?
It's just really fun. I like shooting. Shooting's my thing.
Who doesn't? All right, thank you, Daniel.
No problem.
Jordan, Miami Country Day, middle school star basketball player. Sorry to put you on the spot. Also went to the state championship with the team up in Lakeland with the varsity. Very cool. How did you hear about this program and what made you apply for it?
Well, last year I heard about it. I tried out for it. I didn't really make it. So this year I just tried again, and then I actually made it this time.
What did you think? Because then you didn't make it last year. Were you thinking, oh, I didn't make it last year, I don't know if I want to apply again? Or did you think like, no, I'm going to apply again?
I said, like, I figured maybe that could help, like thinking like that the fact that I'm coming back, like a second chance. I figured why not.
Did you do a video or anything like that?
Yeah, I did a video.
What was the video like?
Well, last year when they did a bunch of the auditions, it had like everyone's clips, and I used that kind of in my piece, and except I said like hello, so it was like hello, I'm Jordan Fishman.
Very cool, very cool. Jordan, do they have anything like this at school that you're involved in?
Yes, last year my elective was broadcasting. You're only allowed to do it once, but I wasn't able to do it this year, but it was fun. I did it last year.
What kind of things did you do in that class?
Well, like we made music videos. We did pieces, like we'd make our own little show and a bunch of other stuff.
What do you think this is going to be like, and just the setup that you see around here with all this equipment and everything and working with the broadcasters?
I'm a little bit nervous, but like I'm excited too. But everything like here is like really like high tech kind of, but it's fun.
Now you've played the game and you're playing at a good level, and you also just started playing travel ball with Mo Steele, correct?
Yeah.
Mo Steele travel team at the Michael M. Russell JCC, North Miami Beach.
Yeah, they just honored Jeff, and
Your coach, Jeff, yes, they just did a big honoring ceremony for him, which was very cool, very nice and all. What's it like for you as a player? Do you think you bring a little more because you have played the game and you're able to say that and broadcast that to everyone watching?
Yeah, I have the knowledge of the game, so it's not like I'm just coming here and I'm just be like, oh, Dwayne Wade shoots. Oh, he grabbed the ball. Like, I know what he's doing. I'll say like, oh, he got the rebound. It's like, I know what they're doing.
Jordan, how important is it to do well at school and just to be involved in different things?
Well, like, I always want to do good in school because then when I go to high school, like right now I want to be in honors classes, and in high school I'm already in those honors classes. So then I try to do good in school.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Now we'll go to Raj. We're wrapping it up here. So from Pinecrest Preparatory School, I know it well, South Miami. Raj, what is it like for you? Tell me your experience, what it was like applying for this and what you did.
So I was watching Heat games, and every time I was watching, they brought up the kids casting. And I'm really interested in like filmography, so I was interested. I wanted to try out for it. So I made a video with the introduction, sample interview, and play-by-play. And it wasn't too hard to make or anything. And then I said, why not? And I submitted it, and luckily I won.
And when you won and got selected, what did you think there?
I was so excited. I was jumping up and down. I think I like jumped the highest I've ever jumped.
So who was the first person or people that you told when you were selected?
Well, my dad actually got a call, and he called me and he told me, and my mom was right next to me, and I started jumping up. She was like wondering what was going on because I was going crazy excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope she knew it was a good thing that was going on for you.
My dad and sister actually knew before I did.
So, social media, it's such a big thing, right? And TV. You guys are all able to do stuff, right? With this equipment and all. I want to ask you, Raj, what type of equipment did you use to make your video?
We used a tripod and a camera, and it wasn't too advanced. Just click record because
very simple, right?
Very simple.
Raj, do you have anything like this at school? Any broadcasting at school?
Yeah, we have a newscast. I've done it since 5th grade. I'm now the anchor, and I do a lot of pieces for every show, and I work like behind the scenes and in front of the camera.
Now, Raj, what part are you going to be doing today, TV or radio?
I'll be doing TV.
You're doing TV. Jordan?
I'm doing TV play-by-play.
Play-by-play. And Daniel?
I'll be with Jax doing interviews and
sideline reporter.
Sideline reporting, and then post-game I'll be in the studio.
Oh, that's cool. Now, have you guys met everyone yet?
Not the players.
Well, not the players, but I meant who you're working with. Yeah, who you're working with. You have met them and all like that. What has it been like? What was the experience meeting?
It was so fun, and everyone here is like incredibly nice, and they help us so much, and it's been such a great experience, and they've made it better because of their kindness, and they help us so much. They're really encouraging.
All right, guys, listen, do a good job tonight. We're all going to be watching and listening. You guys were great on this, so I'm thinking you guys are going to be doing a good job tonight and all. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
John Crotty's here. You know him, Miami Heat broadcasts on television. We're here with the Miami Heat Fox Sports Sun Productions Kids Day, where their kids in the area are being broadcasters. And John's got a special broadcaster with him, working with him. It's actually his daughter, Cassie. Very good to see Cassie. Also, equestrian champion, very big with the horse shows, and you're at University of Virginia, and you came down for this. John, just first want to ask you, what is it like having Cassie here and working with her in this Kids Day broadcast?
It's awesome. It's great having her here. I love being with her, so having her be able to share the day with me, to come see how we prepare, spend the time getting to see the ins and outs during the course of the broadcast, and then of course having her, doing both live speaking on the radio and then live speaking on TV, getting that real experience that so many people, wonder what it's really like.
Cassie, what is it like for you to be here and to see what Dad actually does? And there is a lot of work to it too, Cassie. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I never have to do as much work as he does. I mean, like he actually sent me the whole game plan. He sent me the whole game plan. I got like 2 different emails of the game plan. And I mean, I read over it, but it's a little overwhelming. So I kind of like more of like he'll say something very important, and I'll be like more of the color. I mean, I'll just add on.
There you go. Good
yeah.
answer.
But this is a great experience, being able to have an opportunity to do what not many people are able to do.
And is this broadcasting something you want to go into?
I want to have my own talk show, but like for a temporary time. Don't laugh. Actually, Ellen DeGeneres, I mean, she's got the whole humor thing, and then, she's got the whole, standing up for women's rights, but I want to have my own talk show and then be able to hand it over as my, small, decade part of my life. So that's, in there, part of the myths.
You're working towards that.
Working towards it. It's, gonna be part of the many steps. Yeah.
John, how proud are you of her?
I'm very proud. It's great. She and her sister are awesome, and I love following their different achievements. And it's just so great to be able to spend the time with her.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
Miami Heat fans, if you're listening on the radio on 790 The Ticket, you will hear this man each and every night calling. Nothing to be sorry about, let me tell you that. It's Mike Inglis, the voice, the radio voice of the Miami Heat. Mike, we've got this Miami Heat Fox Sports Sun Kids Day, where kids are be broadcasters, and one of the kids, I guess, will be working with you. What is that like, having these kids here to see what you do and be involved in it?
Well, it's really great to come over to the dark side. As Darth Vader would say, come over. No, it's great because it gives them an up-close sort of a look at a little bit of what we do. It's certainly more than just the broadcast, but we've been very fortunate on the radio side. We've had John Crotty's daughters, and we've got Cassie doing it today, which is going to be a blast. I've known her since she was just a little tyke, and now going to university is fabulous. But it's just real nice opportunity, no matter what the business is, if you get a chance just to see what it's like a little bit, and might give you some interest in getting involved.
Mike, you've done some symposiums talking to the kids that I've been involved with and all, and appreciate you always give your time. How important is it to do that, to give time to these kids in anything they want to do?
I'm going to tell you, I'll give you an example of what happened to me when I was doing football at the time, doing the NFL at the time, and we invited this young guy, phoned me out of the blue, said, do you mind if I come in and just watch us also doing a morning show and see what you do? And I said, come on, without a doubt. I mean, let's come on. And he did. What do you know, a few years down the road, he's a big wig in professional sports, and he says, do you remember me? And in all honesty, I said, God, I am sorry, because you meet so many people. And he relayed the story. He said, oh my gosh, how that's just an example of how you can touch someone. And right now I mentor a lot of university students via email. They send me their broadcasts. I critique them, send them stuff back. I'll talk with them on the phone. We email back and forth, a bunch right around the country, and just to give my opinion. And if they're interested, great. If not, that's fine. But at least they get a little bit of what it's like, someone who's doing it. And again, no matter whether you want to be a doctor or whether you want to make trains, whatever it is, do it if you can to help the kids out. Because I know I had that happen to me when I was not supposed to be in broadcasting, and I got into broadcasting because a professor at the college just said, I know who you are, get out of what you're in, come with me because I think you'll be able to do what you do. And that's all I've ever done.
And the rest is history there.
Yeah, it's so weird history, but it's history, yeah.
And Mike, I'll ask you lastly on this. A little bit, talk about the difference, because you're going to be working with someone that's doing radio, and then you have Tony and Eric and Jason doing TV, which is a different broadcast altogether.
The one thing is when I've done your symposiums and I talk to kids, whether at high school or at college, and I always tell them the difference is this. The greatest compliment, and it's happened a few times fortunately in my life, came from a guy from the CNIB, which is Canadian National Institute of the Blind, when I was with the Toronto Raptors at the time. And he said to me, he says, you make me see the game. There's a little bit of difference here. Now, if you're not talking, no one knows what's going on. They don't know where the ball is, what the score is, what's happening. All you're getting is ambient noise. So you have to describe everything so you can close your eyes and go, the ball is here, did this happen, and this happened. TV's a little bit different because you're seeing it on the tube right in front of you. And what you do as a play-by-play guy and a color guy, you enhance that more, as opposed to doing just a play-by-play. Sure, you do play-by-play, but you enhance it more because people are already seeing what's going on. So it's a little different, but both great mediums to get involved with. Mike, thank you for your work, your time, and also, I'm sure you probably have one of those 3 championship rings on? That's the first one. It's the lucky one. So I'm wearing it today. I'm very, very fortunate. A guy from Glasgow, Scotland, can actually go into the cupboard and grab 3 of these things. As my dad would say, who'd have thunk it? Of all people in the world, a hockey guy doing basketball. But that's the way it is. Blarney. There we go. And Eric Reid with the Miami Heat, broadcaster extraordinaire. Another question we have for you: what have you learned working with these kids to try to help them improve over the years that you've been doing this Heat's Kids Day broadcast?
Well, I'm a parent. Thank goodness life has blessed me with 3 children of my own, a 28-year-old daughter, a 27-year-old son, and a 10-year-old daughter. So I'm thankful and blessed to have experience with kids of my own, and you always love and have time and patience for kids. And these particular kids, A, they have an interest in basketball and a love for the game, and B, they have an interest in broadcasting. So what we're going to try to do, Tony and myself and Jason Jackson, is make it as comfortable, as pleasant, and as fun for these young people as we possibly can. And for me, it's getting them started and then getting out of their way and letting them enjoy their broadcast experience.
And Eric, you mentioned Ted Ballard before as far as being the one behind, the brainchild behind this program. How important is it for people like that and organizations like the Heat to get involved and help kids in some capacity?
Well, I think it speaks volumes for the Miami Heat organization when one individual, no matter who it is, can spark an idea that an entire organization and that community has embraced and developed. And that's what Kids Day has become. You know, I think this broadcast has won 7 or 8 consecutive Emmy Awards, but that's not why we do it. It's great that it gets critical acclaim, but more than that, it's giving young people an opportunity to get involved with a team that they love and with a broadcast position that they may aspire to someday. So it's win-win across the board.
Now, Eric Reid, you've been a part of 3 World Championship Miami Heat teams. I got to ask you, are you wearing one of the rings today?
Of course I am. And there it is. This is the last of our, I shouldn't say the last, but this is the third,
one, right,
the third of our 3 championships so far. It means a lot to me because it was the back-to-back championships, and it was probably the best final series that we've ever seen. I think it was one of the great NBA championship series of all time. So it's a blessing to be involved with championship basketball 3 times in a 10-year period, and an organization that is just so committed to trying to get it done again.
Eric, thank you so much.
You're welcome.